We all have a dream, but whether we decide to go out there and chase it is up to us. Yo guys, my name is Tom Webster. I'm a travel filmmaker from Jersey Channel Islands, and this is the story of how my lifelong dream turned into a reality. This dream traces back over 10 years to those moments spent looking through my parents' travel photo albums. Each picture wasn't just a snapshot, it was a chapter in life well lived. And seeing this, I was inspired. This dream meant I would steal my dad's camera and begin filming me and my mates riding scooters at the skate park. Little did I know this would grow into a strong passion that would define the rest of my life. In 2014, I moved on to riding and filming mountain bikes, spending every free moment sending dirt jumps and filming it. I then became that kid that captured everything that him and his mates would get up to. Cliff jumping, sandboarding, kayaking down fields, literally everything. In 2018, with my parents being my #1 supporters, they gifted me a Canon 80D just in time for a holiday to New York. It was insane. I was finally a filmmaker. I could now play with camera settings and get that blurry background. A year later, in 2019, I finished school, and this is where things started to change. I bought the Canon 1DX Mark II and became a full-time filmmaker. The ultimate dream had finally come true. I'd go on to film lots of music videos, restaurant commercials, sports videos, basically anything I could get a bit of money for. I then started working alongside world-renowned photographer Matt Porteous and his business partner Tamza Rain. Together, we traveled to India, Mexico, and the Maldives, which truly sparked my zest for travel and the world beyond my island of Jersey. In 2022, I bought the Canon R5 and decided to go all in on chasing my next dream of becoming a travel filmmaker. 7th of January 2022, I left my little rock and started traveling with a stranger that I'd met online. Our travel started with island hopping in Thailand, then shark diving in the Maldives, and then chasing waterfalls in Bali. I ended up spending 4 months in Bali, which is when things started to change. I began gaining traction on social media and getting videography jobs in the travel industry. Before I knew it, I was being flown out to Panama, Costa Rica, Vegas, New York, and Finland, all for work. It was a madness. I was finally a travel videographer. It was a madness. I was literally being paid for what I've always done, filming cool stuff with cool people. I'd gone from throwing random clips together to making films to inspire people to grab a group of mates and go on an adventure, embrace the present, take a risk, and chase a dream. I then had projects in Kenya, Saudi Arabia, the Bahamas, Croatia, Jordan, the list goes on. But finally, a year later, I made it back to Bali, where the madness had begun. I also visited Lombok and the Komodo Islands. After this, I finally needed some chill time. So, me and some friends that I'd met in Bali decided to rent a villa together for a year. Finally, after 2 years of travel, 120 flights, 27 countries, and hundreds of videos later, I finally had a moment to chill and reflect on what a crazy journey it has been so far. Well, at least that's what I thought. Friday, 15th of September, 2023. I wake up to an email that I'd always dreamt of. The title, Paid Collaboration with Canon. This was honestly one of the craziest feelings I've ever had. Felt like my whole life had led up to this moment. From being a 10-year-old scooter kid to a full-time travel videographer, I was finally going to work with the company that'd been there every step of the way. So after this, I pitched my idea for a film called Life is a Game, and me and some friends set out on an adventure to Central and South America. We started in Guatemala, where we celebrated New Year's on top of an active volcano. This was one of the craziest ways to see in the new year, watching Earth's fireworks and starting a project with my dream company.
Let's get it.
We then headed to Costa Rica, where I tested the C70 out in a completely new environment. Using Canon's new 24-105mm lens meant I never missed a moment, whether with capturing wide scenes or punching in to get details of wildlife. Costa Rica is honestly such a vibe, and we had so much fun exploring the jungles and beaches here. From Costa Rica, we headed to Bolivia with zero expectations apart from one main goal: to visit the Salt Flats, the largest mirror in the world. This place truly feels like the edge of the world. It's an environment different from anything I've ever experienced before. And yeah, I'll just let the visuals do the speaking. These next few days really put everything I've ever worked towards into perspective. Since the beginning, I've always made it my mission to bring cool people together, bring our wildest visions to life, and shoot some of the craziest stuff possible. And so, to end the trip, that is exactly what we did.
Alright, made it back onto Salt Flat, trampoline, out here with us. Gone from filming myself in my back garden on my trampoline to doing crazy shit like this. Full circle moment, life's crazy, and we're just getting started.
Hey, what's up guys, my name is Tom Webster.
A massive thank you to Canon for being there every step of the way and believing in me to bring my vision to life and telling this story together. I used the C70 camera with the 24-105mm lens, and it was the perfect setup. to bring my vision to life. So yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about that now and why this setup is so perfect in helping bring my story to life. The main goal for me is to have a camera that can handle all the diverse and extreme environments that I'm traveling to. I can confidently say the C70 held up amazingly on this trip, from the Costa Rica waterfalls, Bolivia salt flat, and the volcano in Guatemala. It handled all these diverse, extreme environments perfectly, and yeah, it was honestly such a beast. So prior to the trip, when Canon told me they're sending me the C70, I was concerned about the size of it. Being a run and gun filmmaker, I usually like to keep my gear minimal, compact and small, and so when Canon said they were sending me the C70, I was like thinking it was going to be too chunky, too big, but honestly it was perfect. The size helped me slow down as a filmmaker, focus on my shots a bit more, and yeah, it fit in my hand and in my camera bag like really nicely. And also having the 24 to 105mm lens meant I didn't need any other lenses apart from this one, because yeah, I can get wide shots with the 24mm and I can punch in with the 105. So honestly, it was like the perfect setup, to be fair. A favorite feature of mine about the C70 is built-in NDs. Having NDs internally is a game changer. Not having to fiddle around with an external ND filter at the front of my camera, it just makes things a lot more efficient and quick. Means I can focus on my shots more rather than fiddling around with a filter on the end of my camera. So yeah, that is game changer. So for my lens choices, I basically shot the entire project on the 24 to 105mm lens. It's Canon's new lens that they just released. It's a beast. It's got internal zoom, so putting it on a gimbal is like perfect because you don't have to rebalance it when you zoom in and out. And then for a couple of wide shots that I need, I use my 15 to 35, which yeah, helped me get that extra wide focal length that I needed for a couple of shots. But yeah, that was basically all I used. So Canon has been on my journey right from the beginning. I started off with the 1200D for photos, and then I got the Canon 80D for video, and then the 1DX Mark II, and now I shoot on the R5. So simultaneously, while shooting on the C70 for this project, I always have my R5 on me to capture photos along the way. In my opinion, the Canon R5 is the best photo camera on the market. I love that thing, it is a beast. Honestly, a massive thank you to Canon for being part of my journey since the beginning and believing in me to bring this project to life and tell a story together. Honestly means the world to work with a company that has been such a part of my journey. Big ups to you guys for watching my videos and sharing them, and big ups to my mom and dad for buying my first ever Canon camera back in the day and believing me and supporting me. And yeah, big love to all of you guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace.